Welcome back, YouTube fam. It's your boy Y, and in this video I'm going over another Sprayground backpack that just recently launched, and I think it's pretty cool. Again, the thing with Sprayground is a lot of the stuff they come out with, once it's bought out, it tends to say like gone forever. It comes back randomly in the future, but there's a limited time on which it will be available. So I would say if this is something that you like, get it as soon as possible. If it's still on the website, just thought I'd mention that. So I was peeking around Sprayground. Of course, as you know, my favorite bag company is still gonna be Alpaca, because again, all day, they are one of the most durable companies when it comes to like their products. But as far as like design, Sprayground takes it hands down, though I will still say that Alpaca is up there with them. So this was called a Katana. I thought it was pretty good because I like the name. So a Katana backpack. Just move all this out the way. Of course, when you start off, they give you the stickers as normal, right? I don't know what I'm gonna use the stickers for, but hey, at least they gave you some stickers. Again, this is called Katana. But they had a couple different designs. So they had the backpack, and then they had obviously purses for women and like smaller bags. But the one that I got was the biggest bag out of all of them. And I liked it because of the design. So I had a backpack very similar to this. That was the one that I had got from, I think it was Michael Kors, and it was all blue. And it was nice, but this one, I like this one a little better. So I'm gonna show you a little bit on why I got this. Obviously, it's this first little pouch right here. I love extra pockets. So looks like, oh yeah, I thought it was. So the space for this one is not just right here. I thought it was just gonna be right here, somewhere you could put your buds at. But it actually goes, let's check, all the way down to like right here. So you got all this space basically. So from here around, all that space, and this is enough to put like buds in. You could put some cables in there, maybe like a Type-C cord in there, so maybe your money can go in there. But it looks really nice, so I like it. It said the journey begins. I don't know if you can see that on the front. Journey begins, and then has the 613 New York at the bottom. I don't know what any of that signifies, but I like how it looks. And then the buckles, which I like the buckles. If you remember the one I did, the first Sprayground bag I did on here was the one that you could carry as a waist pack and also as a sling bag. That had these on here too. So I don't know why I love these buckles so much, but if you press them down, or you press them up. Okay, so you press them down, it comes off just like that. Then just put them in. Same thing on this side. Press these two handles basically, and then pull it out. And then put it in, just snatch it. I mean, just latch it. Cool. Okay. Now, if you look, it has two side pockets. And the side pockets are pretty big. You could fit like maybe a drink in here. It's a really good size. If you look for it from the side, you can fit like a drink, but you would have to unlatch this one. That's why I like it. I love these latches. I don't know why. Sprayground did a good job with these. And then just put your drink in there that way. Or if you have something in here, keep it secure that way. This is obviously different material than the rest of the backpack, so this reminds me of, it was like some fresh jeans, red jeans. While the rest of this is definitely like leatherish, like a leather texture. But I like that they're willing to blend it in together. So this looks nice. On the other side, it's the same thing. And you could tighten it or loosen it with this too. So same thing, press it, open it up. Open it up, you can fit something in. Let's go ahead and take this out actually. Looks like there you go. So if I stuck my hand all the way in, as you can see, it goes all the way up. So my entire hand all the way up to my wrist. So you can fit like a good drink size in there, like a drink bottle. It's good, definitely when you're on the go. And it's the same size on both sides. So it's not like one side is bigger than the other. They're both equal in sizing. before I get to the main pouch, we'll get to this side. Let me go ahead and take these off. This was something else that I liked about this bag specifically compared to the other Spraygrounds. Of course, they have some other bags that has latches like these, but usually a bag is pretty smaller. Let me just put all that on the side. They did a good job wrapping this. All right, and let me just tear this off. Definitely use some good tape. My goodness. Hold on one moment. The one time I leave my knife behind. All right. Obviously this isn't recommended, but just so I could get this part off. Boom, there we go. And then this side, same thing. Just tear this off so you can see it. I'm glad that the packaging is, some of it's stuck on there. Again, I don't recommend that you do this if you're at home. If you have like a little blade, better to use that, but just be careful because you don't want to cut. You just got the bag. Last thing you want to see is a slice mark on your bag. But okay, so when you look at the latch, it looks different than your average one, which I like it. Even on the inside, it's like all leather right here. Has a Sprayground design here. So that is pretty cool. Again, it's different than your normal backpack. Then of course, as they normally do, they send you, I guess, the Sprayground bucks. I don't know what these is for. I haven't had enough Sprayground bags to use it, but what my son told me is you collect enough of these, you could get another bag, I think. I don't know. Comment below if you know what exactly the bucks are for. And just place all this off. They're not playing with this tape. Okay, now after all that is off, so you have this leather strap, and oh sorry, I didn't mention this at the bottom, huh? You could also loosen it as well. So it almost remind me of like a belt. So like two belts basically. And you can just loosen it by putting it through each hole, or tighten it by putting it through each hole, or loosen it by putting it in the holes at the bottom. This is awesome. It's definitely a different design. I don't think I've had a bag that had that before. Reminds me of having like belts. And then at the same type, they kept it consistent. Leather top with the Sprayground little design. Then of course you have like the little gold, I don't know what this is called, but it's gold. And then, just like normal that I've noticed with a lot of Sprayground backpacks, you always get that back end. I do like the fact that it isn't one of those that has the Velcro. Not that it's bad, but it looks a little more like neater without the Velcro on this bag. Huh. They also give you this. Congratulations, you found the infamous stash pocket. Don't tell nobody. But it is pretty spacious, so you can fit like a laptop back there. Pretty sized laptop, or probably around maybe like a 10-inch, well, maybe 12-inch like tablet maybe, give or take. So this one is also pretty deep as well. And then obviously one thing you don't normally know about the backpacks until you like start messing with them, secret pocket right here. But this pocket is technically connected to this. So whatever you put in here, if you happen to unzip that bottom, it will fall right through. Now this does come in handy when you're going through the airport, for example, and you have luggage and you want to just put this maybe like on your suitcase. It can just fit right on. But just to give you a heads up, there's a zipper at the bottom, as you saw. If you open it, whatever you put in this pocket, so whatever you put in here will drop out the bottom. So don't open it and put like money or something very valuable in there Otherwise you will lose it and you will be upset. And if you look at this video and it happens, I'm sorry that you got. All right, now to the front. I'm loving this backpack. This is like one of my favorites so far from Sprayground. I have to preface that. One of my favorites from Sprayground. I still think they're up there with Alpaca. It's just as far as like water durability, I'm not sure about that. I don't know if this is an all season type of backpack. You know, Alpaca, I could hands down say their bags all season. If it rains, you're good. Nothing's getting in. But this one, I can't say that. For example, this material on the side, if it rains and this get wet, whatever's inside getting wet too. So hands down, favorite company is still gonna be Alpaca. But when it comes to like customized type of companies, I would say is Sprayground. Like custom backpacks you can get for yourself or for your children. And then if you notice, this thing is long, so it folded just a minute ago, but if you stretch it out, it is a pretty long bag. And it has this, which is pretty cool, so you can tighten it. So if you want to tighten the opening here, if not, just keep it loose like that. And again, that goes on top, so that keeps it closed. Now on the inside, so I'm gonna stand it up and put it in so you can see just inside. You see there is the logo right here, limited edition. So move the paper out so you know you got something brand new. They have a pocket right here, pretty big pocket if I do say so. Can fit definitely a really large laptop. So I have like a 15 to 16 inch laptop. I could fit it for sure in this pocket alone. So this is a good size. And if I don't want to put it in that pocket, or I can't fit it all the way because it's pretty bulky, it's a gaming laptop, then I can just put it right here on the inside. And then this could be for my tablet. So this is a lot of space. Now, if I could add, so Sprayground, if you ever watch this video, if I could add anything, the only thing I would add, which they did good on their other bags, is add a pocket maybe right here, or a pocket on this side. So at least we have like a little small pocket here. This space is still great, so it's a lot of space here, but I think we could utilize some of this canvas with putting a pocket here, maybe an additional pocket right here, just to add more, you know, use more of the available spacing. But either way, I like it. So this is gonna be my bag going out until Alpaca comes out with another bag that catches my attention. But overall, I mean, I'm loving this bag. If you're out and about with like your children, this bag comes in handy. Like I said, if it rains, I would highly suggest you not have this bag out. Mainly because whatever you have inside, as you can see how this hangs out the side, hang out the other side. If it rains, whatever is inside may get wet. And if it's not waterproof and durable, it will be destroyed. So just kind of throw that out there. Even if you were to fold this in, it's still, these two sides come in. So trying to fold the inside in doesn't work. So summer, definitely. Technically winter is okay too, but during rainy time, don't take this bag with you. Have a backup bag. If I could suggest Alpaca, you can have like a sling bag, but yeah, have a backup when it rains. Or better yet, don't stand out in the rain too long with this bag. But yeah, so far I think that is basically it. This bag was pretty simple, and I honestly love this bag already. This is one of my top bags that I've gotten from Sprayground, and I'm gonna use it. I'm finna use it as soon as this video is over, actually. So this is gonna be my go-to bag, and when it starts raining, I'm gonna have to pick another bag. But again, this is a Katana bag, I think it was called. So the name is Katana, and it just recently came out. So it will still be on the website, but not for too long. Like at the release of this video, you probably got a little time left to grab it. Or you could have a lot of time. It just depends on how many people are buying this bag. Now, again, what I noticed is with Sprayground, if you do miss, like let's say by the time you watch this video, it's gone. Like you look on the website, you do find it, but it's sold out forever. I will personally say, it isn't always actually sold out forever. Sometimes it comes back. Don't try to go through another website and get this bag or get any Sprayground bags. I'm gonna give you a heads up. There is a company called Mifche, so M-I-F-C-H-E. That is, I believe, a scam website. It looks like it sells Sprayground backpacks, but from what I saw, it is not a legit company. So you will buy your bag from there and you will probably either never get it, or people will be reporting or have reported already that the bags they did receive from Mifche, they were obviously duds. They were not the actual bags. They were low quality. So please don't set yourself up and go for another website, because it may seem a little more cheaper and better to the pockets. If you go to like Mercari and you buy it from someone, I mean, that's one thing. Still be worried, because sometimes people may sell fakes. But if you just want to make sure you get an actual Sprayground backpack, just go to Sprayground. And if you feel you don't want to spend like $100, $90, $80, or however much it is, you do the paying for options. They accept paying for options too. I know I always say that with this channel, but my goal is to help you save money while you still get to enjoy the stuff that you like. So use those paying fors. Don't be ashamed to do it. They got Affirm. They got the Shop Pay, which is connected to Affirm. They got Klarna. They have Sezzle. I haven't used that one yet. They have Afterpay. They have PayPal, paying for. So if you have a PayPal, you can do the paying for options. Is there any more I could think of? I believe there's more, but I haven't used all of them. So again, use those companies. If you forget them or you don't understand what I'm saying, you can drop a comment below and ask me. I'll list them again. But yeah, you don't have to spend all that money that you will see in other videos where they're spending hundreds upon hundreds of dollars for these things. If you want the product, whether it's Sprayground or another product, use the paying for options. It wouldn't hurt. You can use some of that money for something else. And again, it's just pay in for. So it's not one of those where you have to pay the whole amount up front. Some of them even spread it out to like 8 payments. For example, Zip, they let you do up to like eight total payments instead of paying 4, is paying 8. So just check it out. I mention that because just like you guys, especially with everything going on, my budget is not, not the best. I'm not gonna say I'm rich or wealthy. I'm not. I just look for deals, and when I don't, I use paying for. So sorry if I'm revealing too much. I feel if you guys are subscribing or watching my channel, it's only best to be honest, right? But again, if you like this bag, I believe this bag on Sprayground was 130. I think this was 130 or 135. It was 130 or 135. So what, paying for maybe like 40 bucks every 2 weeks or eight payments and so forth. But yeah, I believe this was like 130 or 135. But really good material, man. Like, I personally like it. Not that I'm gonna put them above alpaca. If they could get like backpacks that are like waterproof, then I'll consider putting them up there with alpaca. But as far as like custom, I'm not gonna see too many people with bags like this. And that's what I like about companies. Just like with alpaca, I walk around with an alpaca bag and people don't know what it is until I tell them about it. So again, you take care of your stuff, they last a long time too. So this could last a long time. If you have an alpaca bag, it lasts a long time. And I know I'm just ranting, but I figure I mentioned this toward the end. But all right, YouTube fam, this is again the Katana bag. I will drop a link in the description. If you are able to get it, awesome. If you like one of their other styles, they don't just have this one. They have like the regular backpack version. They have, I think, a purse version for the women. And I think a sling, like a small sling bag version. So I'll drop a link below and you can check it out. But if you have any questions or comments, throw them down below. If you haven't already, go ahead and join the family, hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, please, I would love to see a thumbs up. It really helps to support the channel. All right, thank you so much, YouTube fam. Peace.